Good morning, Heidi Foy here with Bullfrog Creatives. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been so long since we have gone live and been a year since we've gone live on the NIRA and CNFR platform, which only means one thing, um, means that the CNFR is coming in fast, super fast. So I believe I just counted all the days. We are less than 30 days out now from the CNFR. So I know there are a couple of regions. I think West Coast was the last one to wrap up, which was this last weekend. So everybody is done. The contestants have been determined. Now all the behind the scenes starts, all the legwork, all of the, well, let's be honest, all the transcript checking, all of the eligibility checks, all the things kind of to get ready now for Casper that doesn't involve competing in the arena is coming up. So we're going to chat with Jim Dewey Brown today. You guys stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. Good morning, JDB.
Morning.
Listen, you know that it's been a while since I've done this when I fumble all the things.
You fumbled your opening.
My own name, like of all the things that I would fumble, which, I mean, I guess that's fitting for me anyways. Thanks for joining us. I know, listen, it's 9 o'clock where I live, but it is not 9 o'clock where all of our guests live. So you would not be surprised of all the replies that I got from everyone saying the same thing that you did. That's 8 o'clock where I'm at. So I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you joining us. So let's talk, I guess, give us a little recap just of the season. I know that you don't attend all the rodeos, and I also know that you attend several of them. So I guess from your standpoint, also as the commissioner, just kind of give us a little recap.
Yeah, so I mean, it was business as usual. Coaches did a lot of great rodeos, the ones that I went to, and there were several that were shown on the Cowboy Channel, so you guys can check those out. And they did a great job with those. There's several, like you said, West Coast was the last one to wrap up this last weekend, and that's it. It's time to get serious and get your entries in and get ready to roll.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. You said get your entries in. I think that's something that maybe you wouldn't even think about at that point. These contestants still have to enter for the college finals.
Yeah, they have basically, after a region closes, they have until the end of that next week to, basically get their stuff in. They don't have to pay their fees yet, but or they get their transcripts because obviously school's not over. But yeah, they gotta commit.
So then what happens if they don't commit or they can't make it? Does it just drop down to the next person?
Yeah, it goes down to the top 30% in your event. And then of course, teams, that plays some bearings in it too. But yeah, if say the third place guy can't go, then fourth place can pick up that spot.
So do coaches have to have their teams set in this week also?
No, they don't have to do that until position draw, right before position draw.
Okay.
But generally, you'll have your team set.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Most coaches probably know at this point whether they do it by most points earned or most consistent performance, which could be hand in hand. Most of them probably already know. So we are on year 2. You are completing your second year.
Yep, this will be the second CNFR, and yeah, year 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like maybe you've gotten your teeth into most everything at this point. I guess, how are you feeling coming into the second college finals, and what is different or something that you didn't expect that kind of surprised you?
Surprises, not really anything. I've got some great mentors and folks that boots that I'm filling. So if there's something that's kind of sketchy, I give them a call. Hey, what about this? And yeah, so definitely John and Roger are speed dial for sure.
Yeah, they're probably texting you, "Hey, don't forget."
Yeah, don't forget, don't forget. Did you do this? Kind of like what Roger did to me anyway when I was production manager, arena director for
Yeah.
CNFR. Hey, did you remember this? So
Nope.
thanks.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. So I know, we talked a lot during your first year about potentially, part of your role as the NIR commissioner is to create more partnerships and create more sponsorship opportunities. I know we talked a lot in that first year about some different opportunities and different companies that you could reach out to. Have you had any luck in that kind of department this year?
We did. We signed Cinex this last year about Christmas time.
Mhm.
Got them on it for a national sponsorship. You know, national sponsors. I've got lots of irons in the fire, so to speak. Lots of leads, and the word is out that we're searching for specific levels and different types. Just kind of broaden our horizon. Not just the typical rodeo related sponsors. So
Yeah.
we're trying to think outside the box and get those. CNFR wise, I think we're right there. The community of Casper and the state of Wyoming, they support us so well, and they always come together right at the last minute and really support us.
Yeah. So do we have any new, gosh, it would probably take us an hour to go through all the local sponsorships. So do we have
Yeah.
any new telecast sponsors?
No, we're hanging steady with the ones. Obviously, Cinex is a new one. That's kind of where we're at. We
Okay.
do have an opening for one, um, but I think it'll be end of after this year's CNFR when things start to break up, and I have a little more time to get those. That opening came up late late this spring, so it was
Okay.
a little time crunch to get that one filled. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I guess outside of kind of the sponsorship part, from the committee standpoint, what is going on right now in Casper that anybody that's not involved wouldn't know about, or wouldn't, the standard Joe Schmo public wouldn't really know, oh, they're already started with that. I mean, what's going on right now?
well, like the ticket sales went live a couple weeks ago, and so that's number one. Getting that rolling. The committee behind the scenes, they're planning the production this year, in between the rough stock, the Bulls Bronx breakaway performances. Last year we did mounted shooting. I think the year before. This year we're going to have some mutton busting. So
Oh yeah.
oh, yeah, so just a little something extra for the community to get involved with that during that performance and bring your kids out and
Hmm.
put them on a sheep.
Yeah. I think that my son now is too old for that, but he would be all over that.
What is it? What is it? 4 to 7? I'm not sure what the
Oh, perfect.
but I think it's 4 to 7, 50 pounds somewhere around there.
So, okay, while we're talking about that, and you may not know this, and if you don't, I promise all our viewers that I will get that information. If we have anybody that fits in that age bracket, or anyone that has, where do they sign up? Where do we go?
Oh, TBD.
Spot on the
I'll learn
spot.
more later. Well,
Okay.
we'll have some social announcements and some posts like that to get you guys more of the
And
information.
I'll dig around. I assume maybe Christina,
I'm not sure
Kendra.
if Christina or Kendra is gonna
Okay.
know that, but
I'll
I
dig
think they'll get
around for all
right.
of our viewers and see if I can find that information for you guys.
Yep.
Um, I'm guessing it'll be out probably in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Listen, you'd be surprised. I think that mutton bustin' in Casper is ridiculously popular because there's only one time that like is available for our community, and that's during the fair.
Right.
And they fill every night. So you have to enter, like they start taking entries like June 1st, and then they just draw. It's
Right.
crazy. So from a community standpoint, I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
I can see maybe from a production standpoint that it would be added things.
Yeah. It's just one extra thing that our
Yes.
production crew is gonna have to do, and they'll get over it.
Yeah, and
And
I
they'll,
can't
they'll,
wait to
they'll be all
see.
right.
I'm going to make a big presumption here. I assume that Dusty Tuckness is going to be coming back this year.
No.
So who do we have on the bullfighting end? Because I feel like that's a very vital role in the mutton busting.
Yeah. So you have Alex Phelps and shoot, I just drew a blank. Wyatt
Yeah.
Mason from Casper,
Yep.
and gosh, Ethan Johnson. That's
Oh man, you pulled that one
Ethan,
through.
Ethan was
Good
one of
job.
mine. When I was coaching, I put him on scholarship to fight bulls when he was going to college, and
Very cool.
blossomed as a bullfighter, and yeah, he's PRCA bullfighter now. So
Listen, while we will miss Dusty, it's always super exciting to see the different connections and how people get their, like, I don't know, spot, their chance to shine. I know Wyatt, he's a local cowboy and he like grew up with this dream to fight bulls at the CNFR.
right,
And so when that happened, it was super cool to watch. So
yeah.
always excited to see new talent come up the
Well,
line.
that's the thing is, we're the stepping stone, for these guys to really go to the next level.
Mhm.
And Dusty went to the next level, and he's one of the best.
Yeah, for
Right
sure.
now. So there's some good things that come out of college rodeo for sure.
Yeah. Well, so is there anything else that we should know about this year's CNFR?
Yes.
I
So
figured.
Saturday, the 10th, instead of same old check-in, we're having a ceremony. And I call it the back number ceremony, even though the kids don't get back numbers, they get armbands. So the armband ceremony, that's we're going to do that by region, by school alphabetically, by kid alphabetically, and bring them up, talk about them a little bit
Ooh,
onto the stage in the middle of the arena. They can get their armband, get their goodie bag, um, and then they'll step off the stage and take their headshot and go from there. So this is it's a new venture on our side. So contestants, if you guys are listening,
yeah.
and parents, if you're listening, please show up and cheer your kids on and cheer your regions on. And
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a little bit. This is something that you and I talked about last year, but
yeah,
just didn't quite have enough time to
yeah,
make
it
it
was
happen.
it was we, like you said, we've been talking about it for a year, and we got it dialed in, and I think we're the building is going to put up Fort Wyoming Center is going to put up the stage in the middle of the arena. We're going to do that from 1 to 3. That's the plan, is to get through 400 contestants in 2 hours.
Woo.
And yeah, I think we can get it done. We actually have one of our coaches, um, Brandon Edwards. He's going to be announcing. He's actually from Colorado Mesa, so Central Rocky Mountain region. He's going to announce for us.
Yep. Now, for those of you guys that have watched Bullfrog Creative for a while, Brandon has been on our College Rodeo 101 spotlight, so you may know him. Man, I can't tell you how excited I am about this. I feel like it just brings us to the next level.
Yeah, well, and yeah, that's the thing. It's it should be an honor to be there. It should be something to be proud of, and we should be on our side. We should be celebrating those kids, and I think this is a good start. We'll get the kinks worked out this year and just make it better and better every year. But yeah, so we're gonna roll on with it.
Very cool. What else? What else? What else? All the things.
And dirt goes in on Monday, the whatever that is, the 5th.
Yep.
So I'll be heading that way on first. So
Yeah.
yeah, so position draws on the 2nd. So be looking for that. If you guys are contestants, get your positions, and you guys can make a plan from there.
Well, so JDB, from all the standpoints, I mean, I think I've kind of filled every possible option to be involved with the college finals at this point. But from a community standpoint, I'm super excited to see new things involved with the CNFR, because I think one of the things that can be a struggle is having an event in the same place gets, like, you just get in this routine and everything keeps going and it clicks along from a production standpoint, but from an attendance standpoint, it becomes kind of stale because it's the same thing all the time. So I'm really excited to see you guys offer some different things to keep the excitement and the interest in the event, and obviously why it's such a great connection and partnership with the city of Casper and the state of Wyoming.
Yeah, I mean, you'll face that everywhere you go.
Mhm.
Rodeo itself. If you're a fan of rodeo, you're going to come watch the rodeo.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of a certain college, you're going to come watch the rodeo. That will never change that aspect. But how we present it, how we start the rodeo, how we're celebrating these kids. That's the purpose of this. Is
Mhm.
these contestants and these student athletes, you know, showing their best in the basically the Rose Bowl of college. So,
Yeah,
college rodeo.
absolutely.
Um, you know, like I said, these side things that we're doing, to make it interesting and make it fun for the kids is what we're trying to do. So
Yeah, perfect. Well, I appreciate your time. I know we've got some live viewers, but I haven't seen any questions pop up, so I feel like you're off the hook today on that. Um, just a quick reminder for what's coming up. We are going to do kind of a countdown to the CNFR over the next several weeks. Hoping to meet with a representative, either the faculty director or the student director from each region, kind of just to do a run through, talk about who's coming from those regions, who we should watch, which is always interesting when you call out the faculty or student director to tell us who you should watch, because they never do, because they're friends with everyone. So they don't want to just call out one person. They usually give me like 5 people to watch, which basically is everyone that's qualified from their region. But definitely some great conversation to come up in the next few weeks, and super grateful. I know you don't drink coffee, but go get some tea or something, Red Bull maybe.
I got my sweet tea back here. There it is.
Yes, yes. Okay, that's my language, sweet tea. To kick off your day. Again, if you guys that are watching us live, or if you are rewatching this, if you have any questions, just post them in the comments and we will get back to you. Again, if I don't know the answer, I know somebody that does, right? And if JDB doesn't, we know somebody that has all the questions or answers to those questions anyways. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We do want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. And while I should have a printed sheet, I do not. Cinch Jeans is one of our primary sponsors for not only, yes, and I'm sporting Cinch today, not only the NIRA and the CNFR, but also of Bullfrog Creative. So we want to give a special shout out to them. They have been with me from the beginning of Bullfrog Creatives and with the NIRA and CNFR for 10, 11, a long time.
A while.
Yeah, a long time. They've been a wonderful supporter of college rodeo. So you guys, tune in on Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when we're going to do this countdown, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I know that for many of you that is too early, but it is on Facebook. So you can join us and watch later. We don't expect everyone to wake up that early.
Thanks, Heidi.
So, yeah, just you, Jim. Thank you again so much for joining us, and see you in a couple weeks, buddy.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. I'll be there.
Game on.
Game
All
on.
right. So more than likely, we will see JDB back on this platform again, whether he likes it or not. I will. Maybe I'll just ambush him at some point and have him do another conversation with us about. We like to talk about the dirt, or as Roger puts it, the soul. The
Yeah.
soul.
So,
soul. Yeah. We'll catch up with you during setup and check in and make sure everything's on task. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and we will catch you on today's Monday, on Wednesday.
Excellent. Thank you.